Meet Soul 2.0. It isn't here to just make images, it's here to make taste. This is an image model built for people who live in aesthetics. People who notice details. People who care why something feels right, not just how it looks. Soul understands culture. It gets fashion references, internet native styles, and visual moods that usually get lost in prompts. It knows when something feels editorial instead of artificial, intentional instead of random. The result is imagery that feels designed, not generated. And behind Soul 2.0 is Higgsfield, one of the fastest-growing GenAI companies, built with a clear mission to be the most creator-friendly platform in the world. What is Soul 2.0? Soul 2.0 is Higgsfield's own foundation image model, designed from the ground up for creative, fashion-aware, culture-native image generation. That from the ground up part matters. This isn't a general-purpose model with a style layer added on top. It's trained to see images the way creators do, through references, eras, moods, and context. When you prompt Soul, you're not just describing objects. You're describing intention, and that's where it starts to feel less like a tool, and more like a collaborator. This is the default experience. Prompt in, image out. But what stands out is how little you need to over-explain. You don't have to fight the model with long prompts or stacked keywords. Soul already understands fashion cues, internet aesthetics, and visual balance. If you ask for something editorial, it looks editorial. If you ask for something street, it doesn't suddenly turn into a costume shoot. It feels like the model already knows what you're aiming for. Let's put the new Higgsfield Soul 2.0 to the test. The interface is refreshingly straightforward. You enter your prompt, choose the aspect ratio, pick the resolution between 1.5K or 2K, decide whether to keep prompt enhancement on or off. For the first test, I'm starting simple. I'm using this prompt. A 24-year-old woman in a linen shirt sitting near a window at home, soft morning light, relaxed expression. At launch, Soul 2.0 comes with 20 curated presets. And this is important. These are not filters. They're fully trained aesthetic directions. Each preset acts like a creative starting point. Something you can lean into, remix, or push further. From warm ambient and editorial street style, to Y2K street Asian nostalgia, Frutiger Arrow, and old smartphone. These presets feel culturally specific, not vague. They don't flatten your image. They give it a direction. For this prompt, I'm going with the warm ambient preset. Let's generate. And by the way, Higgsfield is currently offering 2,500 free generations, which makes this a great chance to really experiment with Soul 2.0 and explore what it can do in depth. The result is exactly what I intended. Soft, natural light, warm tones, and a calm, intimate lifestyle feel. This is the prompt for the next generation. A 28-year-old man in a tailored coat, standing near a window, calm pose, strong facial structure. For this, I'm applying the Retro BW preset. Generate. The image comes out clean and timeless, with strong contrast and a classic black and white editorial look. Let me input the prompt for the next generation. A 21-year-old girl wearing sports eyewear and low-rise shorts, sitting on a metro train seat, casual attitude. I'm using the Y2K Street preset. The result feels very on theme, bold, street-driven energy, and even the metro seat bends into a fashion art style detail. Next, a 25-year-old woman at an indoor party, minimal makeup, neutral outfit, direct eye contact. I'm going with the subtle flash preset here. Generate. The image lands perfectly. Clean flash lighting, natural skin texture, and a sharp but understated party aesthetic. Soul ID, consistency that actually works. This is about personalization and consistent characters. You upload a subject once and Soul remembers them. And not in a close enough way, but in a way that holds up across multiple generations. Facial structure, vibe, presence, it stays consistent. For storytelling, fashion shoots, or brand characters, this solves one of the biggest pain points in AI image generation. You're not restarting every time. You're continuing. To use Soul ID, you need to upload 20 plus photos of the same person. Clear face, good lighting, and multiple angles. You can upload up to 80 images. I've uploaded 21 high-quality photos of the same girl to lock the character properly. Now let's hit create and generate the character. All right, it's ready. We're back in the prompt window now. For the first test, the prompt is, in dark layered clothing, detached expression, relaxed posture. I'm applying the drain preset. While that's processing, let's test it again with another prompt. This time, musician holding a guitar, casual band outfit, relaxed stance. For the preset, I'm choosing theatrical light. Generate. There we go. The character built in Soul ID appears in different moods and personas, driven by presets and prompts, while the facial features remain intact across generations. Soul reference, keep the vibe. You upload a reference image, not to copy it, but to guide the feel, the mood, or the composition. And Soul actually respects that. It doesn't blindly recreate the image. Instead, it understands why the reference works. The lighting, the framing, the energy, those things carry through, while the output still feels new. For creators working on campaigns, mood boards, or visual continuity, this is huge. It feels intentional, not derivative. Internet culture and fashion context. Soul doesn't just recognize words like coquette or Y2K, it understands what they look like. It knows fashion eras, niche aesthetics, and internet-native visual slang. The kind you see on TikTok, in editorials, or in underground-style communities. Generic models tend to turn these into costumes. Soul treats them as language. That's why the outputs feel current, relevant, and grounded in real culture, not just trained on it. Camera and medium awareness. Another thing you'll notice quickly. Soul understands how images are shot. You can reference a medium, iPhone, digital camera, film, disposable, Polaroid, Kodak Portra, and the output actually adapts. The grain feels right. The color science makes sense. The imperfections feel intentional. These images don't look generated. They look captured. And that's a subtle difference, but it changes everything. Poses, physics, and body language. Soul also handles people better. The poses feel natural. The body language makes sense. The fashion sits correctly on the body. There's less stiffness, less of that uncomfortable AI posture you immediately recognize. For editorial and campaign-style visuals, this matters a lot. Because realism isn't just about faces, it's about movement and presence. Soul 2.0 isn't trying to replace creators. It's built to think with them. Behind it is Higgsfield, a GenAI company growing fast, but staying focused on one mission: to build the most creator-friendly platform in the world. And Soul 2.0 feels like a clear step in that direction. Not louder AI, not more AI, just better taste,